Now, from the #1 rated television station in Florida, this is The Night Beat on News Channel 5.
A promising area athlete has his fingers crossed that a talented local surgeon will give him back full function of his right hand. His middle finger on the right hand was mutilated when he made a sudden tackle in a school football game. Only on 5 tonight, News Channel 5's Tim Malloy has the story of the doctor who came to this athlete's rescue. Tim?
Laurel, this finger might have been operated, actually might have been amputated if Dr. Frederick Barr had not come in and done emergency overnight surgery. There's a lot riding now on this wait-and-see period.
At 6'2", 225, Will Claunch is a two-sport star at South Fork High, headed toward a baccalaureate degree with an excellent grade point average. He has Ivy League athlete written all over him. At least he did, until he tried to make a tackle at a squad scrimmage 2 weeks ago.
I went up to make the tackle, missed the tackle, and got my finger caught in his drawstring trying to make the tackle. And all the skin on the inside of my right middle finger was ripped off.
One of his coaches, an EMT, and his father, who's a veterinarian, took one look at the exposed tendons from the first joint to the tip of his finger and rushed him to Martin Memorial Hospital, where there was no plastic surgeon available.
What's most important is to make sure there's a good blood supply. You guys are doing a great job. I'm proud of you.
Enter Dr. Frederick Barr, a plastic surgeon and hand specialist at St. Mary's. At 3 a.m., he performed a 2.5-hour surgery to save the finger.
What we've done is we've allowed skin and fat to replace the stuff that was lost, and it's got a blood supply. And the idea is to have the blood supply from the finger grow into the flap, and eventually then we'll go ahead and separate it so it will stay as part of his finger.
The procedure is called a groin flap, and it requires that Will either lie down or stand up, which will make finals difficult. It also means he must walk around with his finger attached, sewn to his lower right stomach. But if Dr. Barr works his magic, it will put him back where he wants to be, on a playing field with all 10 fingers, and with his folks in the stands.
He's a strong-willed kid, so I think he can do it.
No more football?
Oh, definitely. Well, if it were for me to say, I'd say no more football. For him, definitely he wants to play.
Mother doesn't want him to, so Will will essentially have another week at least of walking around with his finger stitched to his side. Now, he has a sense of humor about this. I asked him, what happens when you're stuck like this, when someone throws something at you or you have to sneeze? He said, fortunately, I'm left-handed, so I can use this one. Very serious story there now, and it does underscore, according to his doctor, the need for contact sports athletes to wear those gloves that a lot of the NFL players now wear when they're playing contact sports, where you can, in fact, tear your fingers. We'll keep you up to date on him. Back to you.
All right, Tim, unbelievable story of medical technology today.
Will Claunch has great grades, great athletic ability, and a great big strange-looking finger on his right hand. That he has the finger at all is testimony to a local plastic surgeon. News Channel 5's Tim Malloy has more on a big day for a local student. Tim?
Jim, thanks. For the past month, the South Fork High School senior has had to adapt to a life of true discomfort, and the very real possibility that his promising athletic future may never materialize.
It wasn't this game. It happened in a scrimmage. A finger caught in another player's uniform laces stripped Will Claunch's right middle index finger right down to the bone. An injury so severe, amputation was a real possibility.
Easy, nice and easy, right?
But plastic surgeon Dr. Frederick Barr employed a technique 2,000 years old. He attached the battered finger to tissue near the groin area.
It'll be worth it to save your finger, right? Definitely.
For a month, the two-sport star at South Fork High had to exist uncomfortably with his battered finger sewn to his lower stomach. He could stand up or lie down, no sitting. He took his exam standing up. If the blood flow took, the finger could be saved. If not, a promising career in baseball was in jeopardy. So today, the moment of truth. Anxiety all around as Dr. Barr delicately cut back the skin. Will's mom watching as the finger seemed to come to life.
Tears, right?
I cry over everything.
How's that? You happy?
See a smile.
For the first time in a month, Will could raise and use his right hand. He could sleep comfortably, put on his own socks. The technique appeared to work.
The circumstances, a young guy, healthy, strong, athletic, wants an athletic career, he played piano or whatever it is, let's try and preserve. And the whole principle of plastic surgery is really to get people back to where they are.
Still some healing to do, but there is hope.
Now I can start my rehab, which is what I've wanted to do throughout the whole process. Just hopefully get back on the field as soon as possible.
This technique was first employed in India 2,000 years ago. It was considered and has been the first kind of plastic surgery ever used. He has a way to go yet. He will never have full feeling in the finger, but he should play sports again. They're all hoping. Back to you.
Unbelievable medical technology out there. Thank goodness for Dr. Broad.